Okay, let's go over the Btwb Modalities Analysis feature. And this is a feature that you Btwb users can look at to essentially analyze the programming for the workouts that they've been logging scores to. So to get to the Modalities Analyze feature, we're going to click into the side drawer menu in the top left-hand corner of this home screen here. And the fourth item down on this list is a menu item called Analyze. This is where all of your analysis tools are located. So we're going to jump into there, and then you're going to notice on the left-hand side of this screen, just beneath Training Days, is the Modalities feature. So when we click into Modalities, this is going to take us to a screen that analyzes our programming. All right, now it's important to note that this is programming analysis for you, the user, okay? And it only pertains to the workouts you've logged scores to. So this is separate, in other words, from, say, your gym's programming, who programs 7 days a week. That's, you know, the breakdown of that analysis is going to be different from this, because this is just going to tell you about the workouts that you've actually logged scores to. All right. So across the top there, you'll notice a couple things. We do have a time scope here, drop-down menu. So on the right-hand side there, we're going to default to the last year. But if you click into that, you can always switch into some of these shorter time periods that we have available, as all the way down to 12 days. So 12 days, 3 months, 6 months, and a full year option. So if I click into any of those, we'll click in on 3 months here. It's going to update this screen with the appropriate numbers. All right. Let's go ahead and switch back to the year, because I want to use this information. Across the top of this screen is just some summary data about your programming. Okay, so you can see there we've got workouts. This is going to be the total number of workouts performed during that selected time period. Benchmarks, so if you're doing some of the popular girl CrossFit benchmark workouts, we're going to tell you those. Those are important because, you know, they're called benchmark workouts for a reason. The idea here being those are the workouts that you should be coming back to periodically to test and retest, right? So that you can see if you're making any progress on those. So we've put that up there in the little summary header here. We've also added a repeated number. So if you're not doing benchmarks, this will also tell you if you're repeating workouts. So maybe you've got your own benchmarks that you're kind of performing and then returning to periodically throughout the year, and you're using those to sort of monitor progress over time. So that'll be the number of workouts that you've actually repeated. And then we've got the PRs number there. So given all the analysis that you see on this programming analysis screen, which we'll cover in just a second here, is all of this leading to new personal records? So those will be, or that'll be a new personal record count for the selected time period. All right. Now the rest of the screen is going to be devoted to the individual programming characteristics, again, for the selected time period, for the workouts that you've logged scores for. And we've got different programming characteristics here. So we've got modality, scheme, reps, duration, load, and type. So let's go ahead and go through these from the top and work our way down. The modality is going to be a breakdown of your workouts by the movement modalities in those workouts. Okay, so are you performing monostructural workouts? Are you performing gymnastics workouts? Are you performing weightlifting workouts? And then are you performing combinations of those movements? All right, so MGs, MWs, GWs, and MGWs. The MGWs will be workouts that contain all three of those movement modalities in them. And the colored horizontal bar there you see is going to give you a count of the number of workouts. So that total should add up to the total that you see at the top there for your workout count, so 233. But each of those, they're color coordinated with the legend beneath it. So it looks like I did 38 MGW workouts in the last year. So that's how you would read that. All right. And as we scroll on down, we get into to something we're calling scheme. So this is just going to analyze basically the number of movements in your workouts. So are you doing singlets, which would be 1 movement, couplets, 2 movements, triplets, 3 movements, and chippers. And for chippers on Btwb, that would be any workout that has 4 or more movements. Okay. Reps, we're analyzing the total volume of reps in a workout. So this is the combined repetition count amongst all of the movements in the workout. So if we're talking about Fran, for example, which has 45 thrusters and 45 pull-ups, that would be a medium repetition workout. And for the repetition thresholds here, and we'll get into it also with duration and loading, for these 3 specifically, we, Btwb, have established the threshold cutoffs for some of these parameters. So for example, a low repetition workout would be anything less than 50 total reps in the workout. A medium would be 50 to 100 reps total in the workout. And a high repetition workout is going to be more than 100 total combined reps for the workout. So that's why Fran would fall into the medium category here, because it's got 45 thrusters, 45 pull-ups for a total of 90 repetitions. All right, and so these tags, these parameters are automatically attached to the workouts based on the thresholds that we've set. All right, scrolling on down here, we've got duration. This is going to be determined by, again, these thresholds have been set. So we'll start off with that. Sprint workouts are going to be sub 5-minute workouts. Short workouts are going to be 5 to 10-minute workouts. Medium workouts are 10 to 20 minutes. And long workouts are 20+ minute workouts. So we auto tag workouts in Btwb with these parameters based on the average completion time for those workouts. AMRAPs are a little bit more obvious. So, you know, a 15-minute AMRAP is going to be a medium duration workout. But coming back to that Fran example, Fran on Btwb is considered a short workout because that completion time, that average completion time, is within that 5 to 10-minute range there. All right, so that's how you'd read these. All these tags are auto-applied here. You're just going to have to come to this programming analysis screen to get a nice snapshot of the kinds of workouts that you're doing. No extra work on your part here. And then we've got loading, light workouts, medium workouts, heavy workouts. This one's a little different because this is based or determined by the actual movements in the workout. So for example, if we've got a deadlift workout, the thresholds are unique to the deadlift movement itself, okay, which are going to be different than, say, a back squat workout. All right, so movements or workouts rather that have deadlifts in them, light, medium, and heavy, those parameters are going to be the following. Light workouts or light deadlift workouts are going to be 185 pounds or less. Medium workouts will be 185 to 275. And heavy workouts will be 275 plus. All right, now those are the male loadings. We've got the female equivalent loadings for those, but that's how you would determine that. So if you, you're going to perform Diane, for example, which has a 225-pound deadlift in it, that would be classified as a medium load workout. All right, and then finally at the bottom there, we've got the workout type. And this, you can think of this as sort of the template or how it's scored, but we've got your timed workouts versus your AMRAPs versus your Tabatas versus your total reps. So this will give you a nice breakdown of what kinds of workouts stylistically, score-wise, you're performing. All right. Now to sum up this whole screen here, and actually not listed just yet at the bottom of this, it should be coming soon, will be a movements breakdown for the selected time period as well. So a list of your top movements or your most performed movements for monostructural gymnastics and weightlifting, so you can kind of compare those also with these broader programming characteristics here. But the idea here is that you come to the screen and you could dive into a specific time frame and maybe see if there are any biases that your programming is having, any holes, particular holes you need to fill. It looks like duration wise, for example, I'm predominantly sticking within that medium time duration range there, with 49 in those last 6 months, only 6 in that long time domain. Maybe that's something I want to consider fixing in the coming months. So maybe I try to fit in some longer duration workouts into my programming. So you'll come here, you get a nice kind of overlay of the sorts of workouts that you're programming to, and either you can stay on the right course if it's working for you, or you can make some of these adjustments here based on the breakdown that you're seeing.